Fellas, what's going on? Refor Rollinson back with another manhood lesson. Today, as you can see from the title, today we're going to talk about your attitude. Your attitude. What is your attitude like? When somebody, growing up, you hear your parents say, "Oh, listen, man, change your attitude. You got a bad attitude." What were they talking about? Your attitude is your outlook on life. And young men, listen to what I'm saying. Your attitude is your outlook on life. I read a book before called "Your Attitude is Your Altitude." Depending on whether your attitude is good or negative, determines how high you go, and it determines what you'll get. If you have a certain goal in mind, and if your attitude is not in line, if your attitude doesn't complement that goal, you will not reach that goal. And that's a fact. Any person who has reached a goal knows that you have to have certain attitudes, certain behaviors, certain perceptions to get to that goal. You understand what I'm saying? I've heard it before from a vice president that I used to work with. Wonderful lady. God, Sonia has taught me so much about life, not about business, but about life. Life is 10% of what happens to you and 90% of how you react to it. Sonia Lise Maroney taught me that. Great, great, great piece of knowledge that's helped me throughout my whole life. Life is 10% of what happens to you and 90% of how you react to it. I don't give a damn what happens to you. You can get rejected. You can lose money. Anything. Your attitude determines how you feel about it, how you move forward. And that's another thing I want to touch on. Some of y'all ain't failing enough, man. Some of y'all ain't failing enough. You ain't trying nothing. You ain't doing nothing. You ain't talking about nothing. You're doing nothing. Listen, the attitude, the inner thoughts, the inner perception, the outlook, your attitude has to change. Whatever you want in your life, you gotta go for it. As Kerry would say, pull the trigger. You gotta go for it. You can't just have this attitude of, I'm gonna sit back and wait for God himself to give me what I want. Listen, man, you got your right mind, or some of it. You got eyes, you got larynx, you can talk. Pull the trigger. Go after what you want. See that attitude? That's an outlook right there. That's a good attitude right there. Listen, I see something I want, I'm gonna go for it. Now, I know that there's going to be obstacles and roadblocks and haters and naysayers and people talking. You're going to get all of that. But what is your attitude about that? About people not encourage? Listen, don't wait for people to encourage you, all right? It's not going to happen. Don't wait for your mama, your daddy, your girl. None of that. You got to encourage yourself. Go after what you want. If you change the way you look at things, the things you look at will change. Beyond Positive Thinking, Dr. Robert Anthony. I read that book when I was like 23 years old. If you change the way you look at things, the things you look at will change. If you change the way you look at things, the things you look at will change. Prove that in your life yourself. Change the way you look at things. Man, that situation was negative. Was it really? Was it really? Or is that just your outlook? Is that just your conditioned mind saying, oh, listen, that's negative. That's positive. What about if nothing is negative or positive within itself? Maybe it might just be your outlook. Maybe it might just be your attitude towards what you're looking at. Hopefully I'm making sense. And like I said from the beginning, I want the young guys, the young fellas, and my young ladies out there that check me out too. I want y'all to listen to me. You have to change your attitude. I was fortunate to grow up with a father. I grew up with a man in my life, a man. And I was raised playing basketball. And my father taught me so much about about life in basketball. You turn the ball over, what, you gonna bitch and complain for the rest of the game? Or you gonna get back on defense and make something happen? Your attitude. Your attitude. Man, I ain't had no money the last couple years, man. This is a new year. It's a new day. How about you get some money today? How about you work some overtime today? How about you apply for a new job today? How about you start a new business today? Put that idea in the universe today. See that? That's a different attitude right there. Today is a new day. And it literally is a new day. That person that you were yesterday, done, finished. That failure that you had yesterday, done, finished. That rejection yesterday, done, finished. That roadblock, that was yesterday. Today is a new day, man. It kills me when I see young guys talk about the shit that happened yesterday. It's over. The day is over. Today is a new day. You bringing that same mentality that you had yesterday into today, and you're gonna get the same results if you don't change your attitude, man. I'm not yelling, I'm just passionate. But change your attitude. It's a new day, a new opportunity. It's a new day, man. You can start over right now. Your attitude is your outlook on life. Man, you know what? I want to do this, I want to do that. But I'm a little, that's your self-esteem. You got to change your self-esteem. You got to raise your value of yourself in your eyes. Not in the eyes of other people. Care about other people. I'm talking about you. You raise your value of yourself in your eyes, the way you see yourself. That's important. But how do you take care of yourself? How do you raise your value of yourself in your eyes? Going after what you want, overcoming a roadblock and a setback and a failure, working out at the gym, taking care of your physique, taking care of your appearance, taking care of your hygiene, taking care of your mindset, taking care of your family, all the shit all the stuff that we're supposed to be doing as men, like I've been talking about on my channel for the last 5 years. This ain't nothing new. It's just a different title and a different approach and a different delivery. No, the delivery is still the same. But fellas, I want you to focus on changing your attitude. Whenever you want something, whenever something doesn't go wrong, watch yourself. Watch how your thoughts start swirling around. Oh, man, this sucks. Change that. Change that. Be aware of it and realize that you can change it. That's not you. That's just thoughts. All right? Fellas, you have an opportunity to change your attitude. You don't have to do nothing, but you have an opportunity to change your attitude to get what you want in life. All right? Next time.